Good morning. My name is Gianluca Santi and I'm in charge of business development and corporate communication area of Unipol Group. I'm going to take you through our first half results released today. The first one after the disclosure of our new 2019-2021 strategic plan, Mission Evolve. At Unipol level, these results were affected by the accounting impact of the first consolidation of BPER, which must be considered as an extraordinary item. The group's stake in BPER reached 19.97% at the end of June. Therefore, since the second quarter, Unipol has started to consolidate BPER as an investment in an associate with the equity method. Let's start now with the consolidated results. Unipol actual consolidated net result in the first half 2019 was 740 million euro compared to 644 in the same period 2018. However, both results were impacted by extraordinary items. The first half 2019 was positively impacted by 388 million euro rising from the first consolidation of the BPER stake. The first half 2018 net result was impacted by the 309 million gain on the sale of Popolare Vita and other minor effects. Stripping out these extraordinary items and recalculating the previous results on the basis of the present group perimeter, we reached a consolidated normalized result of 353 million in the first half 2019, an improvement of over 40 million compared to 311 million recorded in the first half 2018. The corresponding normalized group results were instead 270 million in the first half 2019 and 214 in the first half 2018. There's no need to normalize UnipolSai 2019 results, but the first half 2018 actual consolidated net results of 647 million euro was positively impacted by the gain on Popolare Vita and other changes in the basis of consolidation. Excluding this effect, we reached as a result of 351 million euro, that is comparable with 377 million in the first half 2019. The corresponding normalized group result was 318 million in the first half 2018, to be compared with 364 million in the first half 2019. Going through the trend in normalized figures, Unipol pre-tax results showed a good increase, going from 426 in first half 2018 to 473 million euro in first half 2019, especially owing to the good result in non-life business and holding and other business. That more than offset the decrease recorded by the life sector, which benefited from less realized gains. UnipolSai showed similar trends. Total non-life premiums increased by 2.6% to 4.1 billion euro. Motor premiums decreased slightly by 0.3%, while non-motor continued to show very strong growth, 5.8% year-on-year. With respect to distribution channels, 80% of our premiums are sold by the agency network, 12% through brokers and an office, and the remaining 8% is evenly spread between bank insurance and other channels. Noticeable was the performance of Incontra, our bank insurance agreement with UniCredit, now focusing on health, with premiums more than doubling compared to this time last year. Combined ratio after reinsurance stood at 94.6%, an improvement of 50 basis points on last year, thanks to a better loss ratio. This ratio includes a 2.6 percentage point impact from atmospheric events, in particular hailstorms in Emilia-Romagna at the end of June. Combined ratio from direct business stood at 93.2%, showing a slight increase compared to last year. The motor TPL combined ratio for UnipolSai S.p.A. was stable at 97.9%. The average premium decreased by 1% over the end of 2018, although this performance was offset by the good trend in frequency and cost of claims. The vehicle portfolio slightly increased, and 44 of it has a black box installed. On the life side, total premiums grew by 48.4% to 3.2 billion euro. UnipolSai and Arca Vita continue to grow at a strong rate, 52% and 42% respectively, year on year. Traditional products continue to make up the majority of the portfolio, along with pension funds that carried out a very strong performance in the second quarter. In terms of life yields, good profitability is still evident, with the gap between average yield and minimum guaranteed on segregated accounts, increasing by 19 basis points on full year 2018 to 2.10%. The guaranteed yield across the back book is steadily decreasing, given that the majority of new products are sold with a 0% minimum guaranteed yield. In terms of asset allocation, bonds represent 85% of the total portfolio and Italian govies representing 50% of it. Overall investments are 56.3 billion euro. In terms of financial yields, the running yield remains solid at 3.3%. The duration of asset is 3.5 years in non-life and 7.5 years in life, with a very low mismatch. The total value of the real estate portfolio stands at 4 billion euro, of which 54% is allocated to the non-life sector, 36% to the real estate, and the rest between life and other sectors. Sales for 81 million euro were recorded in the semester. Turning to the NPE business, UnipolRec reduced its gross loans by 191 million over the semester, with collections for 59 million and improving the recovery rate to 31%. On June 30, UnipolRec showed 451 million euro of net bad loans covered at 81%. Very positive was the trend in profitability, with a net result of 10 million in this semester. In terms of solvency, the ratios of both Unipol and UnipolSai remain solid. The ratio for Unipol, using a partial internal model, is 1.65 times, pro forma, including the effects of the sale of Unipol Banca, completed last 31st of July, and despite the negative impact of 9 percentage points from the consolidation of BPER. The reported figures is 1.53 times. UnipolSai consolidated ratio, calculated on an economic capital basis, is 2.28 times, while the ratio for UnipolSai solo, using a partial internal model, is 2.64 times. Now, an update on some recent M&A transactions. On the 31st of July, UnipolRec finalized the acquisition of 1.2 billion of NPL from BPER Group at a price of 102 million. In the same date, Unipol Banca passed to BPER at the agreed price of 220 million without any additional impact on our profit and loss. Recently, we also reached an agreement for the acquisition of Carserver, one of the Italian leaders in long-term rental, at a price of 96 million euro. That is in line with the strategy to expand our presence in the mobility ecosystem, as announced in the new strategic plan. Coming to conclusion, the first half 2019 results confirm the solidity and profitability of our group. We are focusing on the targets of the new plan, being confident to achieve them. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening. Let me remind you that our CEO and the rest of the senior management team will be pleased to take any questions from financial analysts and institutional investors during the conference call scheduled today at noon CET.